y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Belle, and today I will be finally putting away my Christmas tree. Yes guys, I still have up my Christmas tree and it is February 17th. I haven't had time to put it down, and to be honest, I actually like looking at my Christmas tree, and my favorite ornament is my little friend's couch. But I've decided to put my Christmas stuff away because my mom keeps asking me, my boyfriend's mom keeps asking me, my family keeps asking me, like, when are you gonna take your stuff down? Like, it's not December anymore. So I'm embarrassed now. People ask me, why do I still have up Christmas decorations? So today will be the day that I'm gonna put them down. I'm gonna have to grab my wreath from the door, and I'm actually embarrassed that someone's gonna see me outside grabbing my Christmas wreath, because no one in my neighborhood has any Christmas stuff up anymore. There is my poor little Christmas wreath that's gonna go down today. I'm gonna have to find a place where to put this because I don't think my tub that I bought for my tree is gonna fit my wreath. I'll just place it here on the floor. And while I'm outside, I'm gonna go ahead and check my mail. See if I got anything today. Just one letter from Mary. For my New Year's resolution, I was supposed to start working out again at the gym. I have not gone, but I just feel like, I always say that I'm busy, but I don't want to say that I'm busy. I guess I'm just lazy, if I'm honest. But I did say that once it starts to heat up even more and it's actually summertime, I'm gonna try to go at least twice a week, only on the weekends. But we'll see how that goes, because I feel like I've been slacking on time management lately. Comment down below if you guys are hitting the gym for y'all's New Year's resolution, if you guys said y'all were gonna hit the gym but haven't, like me, or if you are going to the gym, like, what are some tips and advice you guys could give me to keep myself motivated, or to motivate me, because I'm not even motivated, y'all. I'm not even going to the gym. What can you guys tell me that will motivate me to want to go to the gym? So I'm pretty sure that lots of you guys have already seen the movie The Tinder Swindler. That movie is so good. So if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. It's on Netflix. And it's about this guy. Let me talk while I work. So it's basically about this guy who meets women on Tinder. And he first gets to know the women, you know, wines and dines them, takes them to only 5-star hotels, 5-star restaurants. They get to fly in his private jet. Like, these women are just amazed, which I would be too. Like, imagine a guy whining and dining you, and you know he got money, he a millionaire. You would be like, dang, like, I gotta get on this. So once he's done, like, whining and dining them, I got one box done. Little by little, he starts asking them for money. But at first, I guess to him, he might not think it's a lot of money, but to people like me, I can only speak for myself. To me, $10,000 is a lot of money to be asking somebody, $10,000, $20,000. Or even telling me to go get a loan or use my credit cards. That's a red flag. But he started asking these women for money. And at first they were hesitant, but they eventually gave in, because they're like, this guy got money, like, he's definitely gonna pay me back. Why wouldn't he pay me back? We've been in a relationship for a couple months. He wines and dines me, you know, flies me out. We spend time together. He definitely has the money to pay me back. Now you're probably wondering, why is he asking for money? So this is where it gets kind of crazy. Supposedly this man has enemies, and it was a deal that went wrong, and because of that deal, there's people that are after him, and they're after his bodyguard. So this guy has a bodyguard named Pete. So they're always on the run. So that's how he gets these ladies. He lies and tells them that his life is in danger. Box number 2 done. And then I do feel bad for the first girl, because there's 3 girls in the documentary. I think the first girl's named Christine. I'm not very sure. But I feel bad for her because this guy, I can't remember what the Tinder"'s name is. I think it's Jonathan, but I'm not sure. This guy puts in the girl's head they're gonna move in together, you know, they're gonna be together for a long time. He sees her as his wife, and he has this girl looking for apartments, but not just any apartments. He gave this girl a budget of $15,000 a month. Imagine what kind of apartment you're gonna get for $15,000 a month. So this girl is going up and down, looking at fancy apartments, you know, 5 stars, recording herself, FaceTiming this guy, sending videos of these apartments that she thinks they would be happy in. When I saw this girl was looking at apartments, I'm like, this dude's taking it too far. Like, poor girl. Like, she is literally your average girl. Okay, now back to the bodyguard. So to make his stories seem real, he sends these girls pictures of his bodyguard with blood on his face, on the back of his head. He's supposedly in like an ambulance or in a hospital, you know, sitting down in a chair, being seen. So these girls believe it, because the Tinder Swindler, don't remember his name, he sends also videos of P acting like he's hurt, you know, quejándose, saying, oh, you know, my head. And then the Tinder Swindler sounds like, you know, he's worried, like, you know, they're coming after us. They got Pete. They wanted to come after me. Be safe. They might come after you since we're together. And the thing that's funny about this is, once you keep watching the documentary, once it shows the other 2 girls, he sends this same picture of his bodyguard to all 3 of them. Same picture, same video. He switches up the story, I believe, a little bit, but it's the same exact picture. He didn't even feel the need to create, you know, other stories or take other images, because in his mind, how would they ever find out, right? 5th box is done. So back to my girl, like I said, we'll call her Chrissy, Christine, whatever, the first girl. I felt so bad for her. It got to the point where this girl took out about 4 to 5 loans. And I think, like I said, I could be lying, I don't remember the exact numbers. But I think she had about 8 credit cards in use, and they were all maxed out. It doesn't seem like it's taking too long when I'm talking to you guys. So these credit cards will be maxed out, and he would literally waste $20,000 in one day, and then constantly be calling her and blowing up her phone saying, I need more money, call the company to raise up your credit limit, go get another loan, like if something happens to me, you know, it's your fault, but I don't want you to feel like it's your fault. But just so you know, if I didn't have that money and they got me, you know, it's basically your fault. So he was making these girls feel guilty of not giving him money when he's supposedly the millionaire, but he can't touch any of his money because his enemies are after him and can trace his steps. Like, come on, y'all. Okay, so at the beginning I did judge these girls because I'm like, how dumb can you be to believe this lie? But then again, I was like, okay, maybe if it was happening to me, you know, he might get one loan out of me, maybe max out 2 credit cards, or maybe 2 loans. But he's not gonna get 4 to 5 loans, and I'm not gonna max out 8 credit cards. You know, he may get me a little bit, but he's not gonna screw me over like he did that first one. Box number 6 done. You know what was funny, guys, about the movie documentary? There was a scene in the movie, I don't remember how exactly it started, but he was on a date with one of the girls, and all of a sudden, I guess he spies like one of his enemies, or maybe he just sees a cameraman and things. They finally caught up to him and he's gonna go to jail. So he's screaming at everyone and saying, get in the car, get in the car. And practically, you know, tells his partner, his girlfriend, the girl that he's with at the time, you know, that they need to get in the car. So they get in the car and they're literally speeding on the highway for about, I don't know how long they're speeding for, but this girl was scared out of her mind. And I think it's funny because I just found it kind of funny how the movie had some similarities to 50 Shades of Grey, so I was laughing throughout this whole movie. What number am I on? Is this box number 7? I think it's number 7. So pretty much I have my last box done, box number 8, because my last ornament actually did not come in a box, which is this one, which is my little baby Jesus. and I absolutely love this ornament as well. So this one and my friend's couch are my favorite ornaments. All right, so the last thing is finally breaking down the tree and putting it in my plastic box or plastic container, whatever you want to call it. Oh, and also I forgot to say this also about the movie. So during the end of the movie, they do end up eventually catching the guy thanks to the third girlfriend, which was the last girlfriend in the movie. She ends up, guys, swindling the Tindler. And by that I mean she ends up discovering that, you know, what he's done in the past with these other women. She talks to journalists, she has talked to policemen, so she has evidence of what's being said is true. The guy finally gets discovered by the police, not where he's at because he's constantly moving. He doesn't stay in one place for a long time, but they do know what he looks like, and they decide to just put his face all over the news and the papers. So once that is out there, everyone knows who he is and what he has done. So there's no way of him scamming any more women. And at the time when this happens, he's with the third girlfriend, which is the third girl in the documentary. So he has nowhere to go, he has to hide. So the only place where he feels secure is with this girl and at her house or near her. So since the girl knows what's going on, she tries to at least get some of the money back that she's been scammed out of. Because at this point, he never pays back these girls. He's always lying that he's gonna pay them back. He sends fake checks and then gets mad whenever the girl calls him saying it didn't go through. He's like, well, I sent the money, so, you know, that's your problem. The girlfriend's like, well, you know, if you want, you know, I'm in the fashion industry, I believe that's what she said. If you want, I can sell your designer clothes. Because this girl knows that this guy's wardrobe is worth a lot of money. So she gets 3 suitcases full of shirts, pants, shoes, belts, wallets, shades, and she starts selling them. So the Tinder swindler is like, okay, that sounds like a good plan. All the money he had was from the money he was scamming from these women. Oh, okay, I'm almost done. Just need to do the last part. But anyway, where was I at? Yeah, so she ends up getting the 3 suitcases. She tells the guy that she's gonna sell the clothes for him, and once she starts getting some of the money, she's gonna start sending it to him. So she ends up, you know, getting her suitcases, disappearing, selling what she has to sell, and to this day she's still selling his stuff. So, and then he starts getting suspicious because he's like, a week goes by, blows up her phone, doesn't pick up, 2, 3, 4 weeks. So time is flying by and he has not gotten any of his money. He has not heard from the girl, and the girl's just ignoring his calls. And he's constantly leaving voicemails, you know, calling her the B word, that she better, you know, effing give him his money, that if she doesn't, her and her family's gonna pay, she's gonna be in big trouble, she better not backstab him, yada yada yada, a whole bunch of stuff. And then he'll start calling her back again and saying, you know, I love you, I trust you, you know, if you're not sending me the money, you know, you probably don't have it yet, just call me back whenever you can, thank you for being supportive. So this guy is legit crazy, bipolar, or he's just trying to get into these women's head so they can trust him. But the guy's been discovered at this point, so he knows he's been discovered at the end. And he starts sending her videos to make her feel bad by saying, you know, if I don't have the money by today or something, I'm gonna be homeless. He starts sending her pictures that which is funny to me if you think about him being in only 5-star hotels. He sends her a picture of him being in like a little room, very basic, and he's like, I'm sleeping in a 1-star hotel. That cracked me up. And then he sent pictures of him with a full-grown beard. But before all of this, before the girl left with his suitcases, he did try to go to a plastic surgeon to get his face done. He wanted to, you know, change his nose, his cheekbones, his mouth, like everything. And the surgeon didn't do it. He was like, the only people that get this done are criminals. And then the girl that he was with, the third girlfriend that I'm talking about, in her head, but he is a criminal. But she didn't say that, so I thought that was funny. Alright guys, so I think this is where I'm going to end my video. I have a lot to clean up. My Christmas tree definitely made a mess everywhere on my living room floor. And then I have to pack everything up. Or maybe I'll just leave it and then have my man just put everything back in the garage. Might just do that. But the last thing that I did want to say about the documentary, if anybody can help me out with it, towards the end, lots of people started giving their testimony that they were scammed from this guy. And there was a lot of guys saying that they were scammed. Hold up, my phone's ringing. Okay, where was that? Yeah, so lots of guys were saying that they were scammed from the Tinder Swindler. So I'm like, is this guy gay too? Like, is he bisexual? Does he, you know, scam girls and guys? Which there's nothing wrong of his sexuality. I'm just saying, was he scamming both? Like, he was getting money? Like, no wonder this dude was a millionaire. But comment down below if you heard more about that, because I didn't really pay attention to it towards the end. I was falling asleep. I watched this movie at night. But comment down below if this guy was scamming both men and women. But like I said, this is the end of my video. Hope you guys liked the video. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you are new, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.